Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dan on Sports. Here's what I want to know. Which legalized betting entity in the United States will be first to taking book on the first Yankee to grow a beard? I have my prediction. I'll give it to you at the end of this podcast. In case you missed it, the New York Yankees announced that they are bringing an end to their ban on facial hair. You'll be able to grow a beard if you play for the New York Yankees. You can grow your hair longer as long as you're well groomed. I have been after the Yankees to do this for years. I felt for a long time that this ban on facial hair had run its course and was actually beginning to be a drag on the team, that it might have actually cost them some free agents. I know everybody's money is green, but you've got some of these players that want to grow facial hair. And the Yankees finally realized it was time to end this ridiculous ban. As I said, I've written about it several times in my newsletter, sportscasterdan.com. I've posted about it on social media and for years. And this ban on facial hair. And the Yankees finally made the announcement today. Hal Steinbrenner issuing a statement. In fact, there's Steinbrenner's statement. And I concur. It's long overdue. But as you see in the statement, he contacted several players, current players, former players. Can you imagine that phone call? Hey, Hal on the line. Reggie, I want to talk to you about something very serious. What do you think about our players growing beards? Could you imagine that call? Hal Steinbrenner on the line. Hey, I want to talk I want to talk some hair. But anyway, the Yankees have finally put an end to this. And, I'm reading some speculation on social media. Who saw this coming? I actually had an inkling this might happen. I posted on X and other social media platforms on February 7th a picture of Brian Cashman with a beard. Cashman was a guest on Yes. He was down at spring training. Spring training hadn't started yet, but he was at spring training in Tampa on February the 7th, and he had a beard, and I said, is this a clue? Is this interesting? Are the Yankees going to bring an end to their ban on beards? I mean, there it is, February 7th. I posted that. You've got the general manager of the New York Yankees wearing a beard. Now, I know he's not a player, and I know that the Yankees had not started spring training yet, but how could you, as the general manager of the Yankees, be going around wearing a beard and you're not allowing your players to have beards? And what is also interesting is the number of players who grow beards in the offseason who are Yankees. Number of players do that, and then season starts and they got to shave. And I think it's long overdue. And I felt that they should have done this years ago. Believe it or not, I think it contributes to the demeanor of the team as far as going out there and playing looser. I always thought the Yankees as a bunch go out there and play tight at times and I think are restricted by some of these rules. And it's not to say the Yankees aren't going to have a grooming policy. They're going to have a grooming policy. They should have a grooming policy in all teams. Or I shouldn't say all teams, but most teams have a grooming policy where they want you to look neat. But my goodness, it's 2025. If you want to grow a beard, you should be able to grow a beard. So I think it's a good move by the Yankees, and it's interesting. But I came across a picture of the 1972 New York Yankees. Here it is, a picture of the 72 Yankees, and that was the last year CBS owned the team before Steinbrenner bought it. And they didn't have they had a grooming policy, but not a ban on facial hair. But look, none of the players have beards. Their hair is long, some of them, and some of them have sideburns and mutton chops. But notice, none of the players have beards. And I thought that was interesting. That was in 1972, the last year that CBS owned the Yankees before they sold the team to Steinbrenner in January of 1973. But this is long overdue. The Yankees have put an end to their ban on facial hair. I think it's a great move. Does it mean the Yankees are going to win the World Series this year? Who knows? I mean, there's a lot involved in winning a World Series, as we all know. And it comes down to skill more than anything else, not whether you can have a beard or you can't have a beard. But I do believe it contributes to a you got to be loose when you play sports. You got to be loose when you play baseball. My goodness, you're playing the game day in and day out for 6 months, 7 months if you're in the postseason. And you got to be able to have some kind of fun. And one of the ways you have fun is to, hey, you want to grow a beard? Grow a beard. And the Yankees have finally faced reality. Now, my prediction, the first Yankee to grow a beard, I know Brian Cashman, the Yankees general manager, actually gave his prediction. And he was sitting side by side with Hal Steinbrenner when they made this announcement about no more banning of beards on the New York Yankees. He said Austin Wells. I don't think it's going to be Austin Wells. He's a catcher. You know, you have a beard, that can get scruffy. Taking that mask off, putting it back on. My prediction, the captain, Aaron Judge, will be the first Yankee to grow a beard. And there'll be several. I think Max Fried will grow a beard. He had facial hair. He's got a mustache. He had facial hair when he was pitching for the Braves. I think Aaron Judge is going to be the first. It could be wild. The Yankees can grow beards. Hallelujah. That's going to do it for Dan on Sports. As always, thanks for subscribing. Give the channel a like, thumbs up. But it really helps as far as growing the channel. And be well.